You ready? Let's go.
So we're out here cleaning the boat, getting everything ready for the spring. Jared, he was down there earlier getting all the wires and reconnectors, and now we're messing with the GPS. Just getting everything ready for this fishing season. Just kind of giving you a look into what we do each year before the start of the year, so smash that like button and subscribe, guys. Appreciate it. Come on, bud, crank her up. Maintenance, guys. Maintenance. So my brother got some motor work done to it, and the reason why this motor's so good is when we get back, we make sure to run fresh water through the motor. We clean this thing every time we put it in the salt water. If not, this motor probably wouldn't have started when he cranked it. We haven't started it since last year. It took a second, but it started.
Motor's almost warmed up. You feel warm water coming out, you know the thermostat's open. So, the Honda BF50 is notorious for clogging up the low idle jet, smaller jet. It's got real fine holes in it. So the Honda guy recommended running ethanol-free gas. So, this will be the first year running ethanol-free gas, since the gas station nearby sells it this time. If you've got a Honda BF50, this is a 2003 model. If you do have one, even though if you run seafoam or any kind of additives for the gas, I would still get away from ethanol gas and run the ethanol-free gas in it.
This thing here's a beast.
Yeah, the hour meter stopped at 990 hours on it. And that was 4 years ago. So, when we go fishing, the motor does not cut off. We don't turn it off. It's quiet, it's a 4-stroke, and it sits on gas.
Look what I found.
Oh my God. It's got a date on it?
719.
719, so it's even better.
She stinks. That's good bait. I'll pop that off, wrap it in a pantyhose, let it hang in the middle. 10 minutes, I'll have this thing full of mud minnows.
Cat food.
Yeah, food, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Put this thing in here like this, and it's sitting up in the air, and you're trying to get fish in here. You want stuff out of the way. And you know, we're not rich by any means, and there's not a lot of room, so really what we're doing, we're going through stuff, seeing what we need, what we don't need. Getting totes, waterproof boxes to put under here, you know, for all the important stuff. Life jackets, throw cushion.
Get the totes with the rubber gasket.
Yep, totes with the rubber gasket. No cheap ones. Don't skimp on this type of stuff. We use one of these boxes right here. Flares, horn, whistle, all of that good stuff is in here. Jared actually looked at the flares the other day and they're out of date, so we're going to get some new ones. We've been boarded by the Coast Guard. You know, they got a job to do to make sure everybody's safe, so they don't have to come rescue you. So check them up on your stuff, because when you're out there on the water, you need to take it serious. All right?
Life or death.
Life or death.
Yeah. So once a year we go through everything, clean all the terminals, cut all the zip ties, straighten everything out, clean the battery post, sand all your terminals down. Honestly, the best thing to do, best practice to do.
It's another reason why you do this. We would have been out there and we started taking on water and the bilge pump didn't cut on. We'd have been in trouble.
Yeah.
So, you always
bailing
wanna,
water.
Yeah, you always want to make sure this stuff works. This is important. Over the winter, stuff sits, especially with ethanol gas and with the motor, trash, just freezing, unfreezing. Before you go fishing, you gotta take a day and do all this stuff to the boat.
So after putting everything together, cut the bilge pump on. Bilge pump didn't cut on. Pull the bilge pump out. It's got these vanes up underneath of it that are curved to grab onto the water. It slings the water, builds pressure, slings water out the pump. So definitely clean these out regularly every time before you use the boat. At least check it. At least check it. Make sure the bilge works before you take the boat out. So we're just going to clean everything out, clean the bilge out. It's got a screen behind the base. We're going to clean the screen. Probably going to run some cleaner in it, and not any kind of strong cleaner. Maybe some dish detergent, and maybe put a drop a little bit of oil in there. Keep it clean. So we cleaned the screen, cleaned everything out. Filled this thing up 3 times with water, pumped all the water out, and I noticed inside here I've got some, it's like braided line. So we're gonna get a little pick. We've got a pick. So if you fish with a bait caster and you get a bird's nest, they have these little picks that you can use to pick out the bird's nest. That's what I'm gonna use to clean out, to grab onto this line, because it's straight and it's got a little, kind of like a barb on a hook that sticks off the tip of it. You can grab on, pull it out, and then we're going to clean all that out, and then run the bilge. We're going to spray PB blaster in there, make sure everything's nice and lubed up. You're not going to hurt anything. You don't have to worry about the stench or whatever. Just before you go fishing, just make sure you have clean hands before you grab any bait. That's all.
Tip number 1. Yeah.
Make sure you have clean hands. All right.
And if you didn't know that, that will make a difference. Uncle Pete's got a story about that. What you got there? Just a piece of plastic?
No, that's braided mono. Probably uni knot.
Oh yeah. Motor loves that.
Damn sure it was a rock. Tiny little rock in there.
See guys, we got something going on. That's why we're doing this.
What, picked up a piece of trash?
Picked up, yep. Or it's all that oil's working that stuff out of there. You know it? Oh, we just got to get another one.
So, cleaned everything out, ran it, I don't know. I just stuck the hose back in here, filled it up, and ran it for 3 minutes, I'd say. And every now and then the pump would start squeaking and my water pressure would decrease and then come back again. So I think we're just going to go ahead and replace the pump. We tried to save it, but you know, if it happens to you, it's your call to replace the pump or keep it. But we're just going to go ahead and replace it.
That's it for today. We got that put in. A little box to open this back up. This looks like it's gonna rain. I was going to do the tackle. Well, it's 12 hours later and we're finally wrapping it up. Next weekend, I'm hoping the 12 hours.
Later.
Yes, 12 hours later.
Yeah, it happens.
It's like next weekend the weather's good and we're gonna be able to get out there and whack them. Anyway, stay tuned. Like, subscribe to the channel. When a chance to go fishing with me and my brother here out at the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Jump. Thanks, guys.
See you.